Hello. It's so nice to be with you today. My question, I feel like I'm kind of on the verge of something which I know that you've said is a perfect time to come up. And it's got a lot of different tentacles.
We like the word verge. Tentacles, not so much. Verge is really an interesting thing, isn't it? Verge is a good place to be. In fact, we are only going to interrupt you briefly here. We adore it when you understand that you are eternally on the verge of something else that is wonderful.
Yes.
So, but on the verge means not yet manifested.
Yeah.
How does on the verge feel? A lot of people don't want to be on the verge. Yeah. They want to be in the car. They want to be in the bed. They want to be in the money. They want to have whatever it is that they want. But on the verge means you've achieved the vibrational alignment part, and the manifestation is inevitable unless being on the verge bums you out because that hasn't happened yet. So if you can turn being on the verge into a magnificent thing because it means everything that you want it to mean, it's an indicator of being in the perfect place, then living on the verge will keep you living happily ever after with manifestations fast on your tail all day, every day. You get that? Yes. On the verge. On the verge. On the verge means I've got it emotionally. I've got it vibrationally. And now it's just natural law that it will manifest. So if I can maintain this positive expectation, but expectation is a little bit about something yet to come. On the verge is about it's already come. In other words, it's there. I'm there. Party time.
Yes. Yeah. Just a breath away. A moment away. So I've been grappling with the...
tentacles.
Okay,
we don't like
sorry.
either of those words very much.
Okay, let me straighten up my language here.
In the vortex, you often find resistance-free words.
Yes. True. Yes.
We don't want to make you self-conscious of your conversation, but we do want to point out that you do have the free will to guide your thoughts in ways that will serve you better.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And we are impressed that you're able to hold your place with all of the interrupting chattering that we're doing.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, the vortex, I guess. So we're freedom-seeking beings. And one of the sort of things right now that I feel kind of challenged with is this bill of goods that we're kind of sold about, well, death is the big one, right? The big lie about death. The other one is like that...
We really don't like tentacles, bill of goods, or the big lie.
Okay. Sorry,
Those are
Abraham.
all really out of the vortex words.
Okay. Yes. Well, clearly I'm asking out of the vortex, and I'm on the verge.
It's all right to reach for points of clarification, but we're just having fun letting you know that what you're feeling is an out of the vortex feeling. In other words, if you were in the vortex, none of those words would have been coming out of you. And most of all, we want you to understand that there's nothing wrong with being out of the vortex, but it is helpful to know that you're there. Okay. Because if you're proclaiming that you're in when you're out, then you can't tell which end is up.
Okay.
So it's better to say, Abraham, I'm having a sort of out of the vortex moment where there are tentacles around my neck and I've been sold a bill of goods.
Okay. Yes.
So now we'll let you finish, and then we'll help you into the vortex.
Okay. Well, and you might have already helped me there. So, so the out of the vortex is, if we're truly freedom-seeking beings, then this idea of long-time monogamous committed relationships. Not that they don't exist. I see them exist, and I see people very happy in them. But I kind of feel like I want more. I want I want a lot of lovers. I don't want one. You know,
But no one agrees with you.
silly out of the vortex people.
Well, you see, here's the thing about this. Law of attraction, or Abraham, or source, we promise you, will not distinguish one of those behaviors is right and the other one is wrong.
Right.
But what does happen is that if what you want is as you speak it, where you're calling it freedom, and you're calling it variety, and you're calling it experience, and you're calling it delicious interaction, if you are wanting that and you are focused singularly on that, you're not saying, I don't want that, and I don't want that, and I don't want that, which clutters up your vibration. Instead, you're saying, I do want this, and I do want this, and I do want this. What happens is law of attraction brings you together with others who feel the same way. But if you're offering a mixed bag, if what's active in your vibration is both what you do want and what you don't want, then law of attraction could very well yield to you both.
Yeah.
And you could very well find yourself in a relationship with someone who now is trying to change you, trying to get you to see the error of your ways, you see. When there's no error in your ways, it's just, there's no wrongdoing in it, it's just a mismatch. But a mismatch, let us say this really clearly, there's just a mismatch with what you want. Hear this. No mismatch with what you want can ever happen to you unless you are mismatched to what you want. In other words, the mixed matching is happening before law of attraction is bringing the others to you. So get in the vortex and then feel inspired to your lover, you see. And we think it was a fun conversation that we had prior to you talking about what's really on your mind, because even in that conversation, you were using a lot of out of the vortex terminology while you were wanting to be in the vortex. And so this is the same sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. As you talk about what you want and why you want it, you find yourself increasingly not having to explain why the other doesn't work for you. But in every moment that you're explaining why the other doesn't work for you, you're cluttering up your vibration and asking for it. So out here in this big, beautiful world with so many people interrelating sexually with one another, there are so many different segments of society, systems of belief, some of them very deep-rooted and very, very different. In other words, you really have a lot of variety as people on this planet about what you believe about that. And what we want you to understand is that all of it is fine. But when it doesn't feel fine to you is when you haven't found what you want and are not consistently aligned with it. And so you keep attracting what you don't want. And when you keep attracting what you don't want, then you think you need to make laws about it to prevent what you don't want from coming, as if there could be a law powerful enough to keep you from your own point of attraction. Right. It's such an interesting thing. Your world is out there trying to protect itself from unwanted things all the time, keeping active in their vibration, those unwanted things. We'll make another law, we'll make another law, we'll make another law. Do you know what percentage of your population is in jail right now? It's really, really high. It's really high. Every time something doesn't please you, you make a law, make it illegal, and lock them up. Pretty soon, no one will be out.
We'll all be in prison. Looking for the key, looking for the door.
Having the kind of sex you like.
Perhaps. Perhaps. Good. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm complete. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you, Abraham.